Hi guys and welcome to this live stream, and today we are going to be watching Manchester United versus Arsenal. It's actually a very exciting match for me because, I like both of these teams and I can't wait to see, what the outcome of this game is going to be. Hopefully, it's a good outcome. Hopefully we get a lot of goals. That's one thing that I hope for. And welcome Kelvin, welcome Michael to the stream. Hope you both are doing well. So yeah, let's switch to the other scene and here we go. Oops, sorry. It was because we were playing Undertale before. Sorry, Deltarune. That's why the cam's off. There we go. There we go. So, welcome, guys. Hope you guys are good. And we got the scoreboard down the bottom. They're just having here a little bit of remembrance for Diogo Jota at Old Trafford. And Salah to Stoke City. Here we go. I mean, that would be a crazy transfer. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be insane. Welcome, though. Guys, and yeah, hopefully this is going to be an exciting match. I do think it will be, but yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. Also, I'm just going to quickly put it here. I am watching the match on my phone because my tablet, for some reason, doesn't decide to load the match, which is great on Sky Sports, which is amazing. Good job, phone. Good job, tablet, sorry. And also just trying to quickly get here, actually, like a nice background there. There we go. I think that's a nice background. And where am I from, Kelvin? I'm from Australia originally, and I live in Saudi currently. I've been living here for 9 years, just about. And also the game just started then for the kickoff, and it's going to be a throw-in here for Arsenal. Calafiori is going to be throwing it in. Here is the lineup for both teams, though. So, in goalkeeper for Manchester United is going to be Bayendier, Shaw, Dele, and Euro are going to be the defense. Dorgu, Fernandes, Casemiro, and Diogo Dalot are the midfield. Cunha, Mbeumo, and Mount are the forwards there. For Arsenal, it's going to be David Raya as the goalkeeper. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori as the defense. Odegaard, Zubamendi, and Declan Rice as the midfield. And Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli as the forwards. Can you play tomorrow Roblox at 7 p.m.? You have to go learn Italiano. I'll have to wait and see. I don't know what matches are on tomorrow. If there's no matches, yeah, I'll go play it then. Sure, Michael. And you did a new video for your channel. Okay, Patrick. Just remember, do not self-promote. I'm warning you now because YouTube will, they sometimes take action against that stuff. I'm just letting you know. But that's a W, Always a W in my opinion. I'll have to check it out, okay? And Arsenal, some nice defending there. Just on Mbeumo. He actually almost wins the ball in the box there. Mbeumo just challenging United pretty early on here. And here's a legend. I forgot. Ian Robben. I did not forget Ian Robben. Ian Robben was amazing. Especially, his curl shots are insane. Something else. Something you actually really just see now maybe with Elise. I feel like Elise is the closest to Ian Robben in this new era. David Raya now with the ball. I wonder when we'll ever see Kepa, come on here for Arsenal. I don't think he'll ever play as a goalkeeper unless it's, a game such as, the EFL Cup, something like that, maybe. So now Dorgu, just with the ball. I think Amarin does need to sign, another centre-back. I think he needs to sign a centre-back and a goalkeeper. At least it's a nonchalant version of Ian Robben. Yes, 100%. He's that nonchalant guy, Also, just going to quickly ping the Discord here, just saying that we're live watching this match here. So let me quickly ping it right now. At everyone, live now, Man U versus Arsenal. There we go. Who do I think will win? I think that it's a draw. I'm gonna say it's a draw, honestly. I think this might be a 1-1. I did say it yesterday in my, Sunderland watch-along. I do think this game's going to be a 1-1 draw. Mason Mount now over to Dorgu. I think Gyökeres will score. I do think that maybe Cunha will score for Manchester United now that, Sesko's not playing. Sesko, of course, is going to be a sub for this game, Benjamin Sesko. I do think he'll come on along with Xerxes, maybe a double striker change, in the second half there. Kobbie Mainoo should come on. Ahmed's also on the bench. Surprised that United's gone for this lineup. I did expect, maybe not playing Mount. I would have expected Ahmed to play over Mason Mount. I think Ahmed's way better than Mount. I think Mount's, below average at the moment. It's always nice to watch you instead of watching the actual match. Thank you, Kelvin. I mean, some people don't like it, but it's the best I can do. I'm trying to do the commentation at the same time as, talking with you guys. The least I can do. And yes, Patrick, I know you just said it before, and I, said about that. But, again, do not self-promote, Patrick. Okay. Thank you for deleting your message there. And hi, CDF. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And in Super League Soccer, you always say crazy. Remember your crazy goal. Yeah, it was. It was crazy, Michael. At first, I couldn't really distinguish who you were in Super League Soccer, but now I know who you were. So, luckily, I remember. Just a free kick taken there by United, and it's going to be cleaned up here by Dorgu after a small deflection from Mason Mount in the wall there. It's now back with Bayendier, who, again, I do think Diogo Costa will be a good choice for, United to get as a goalkeeper. I think he might be a, better goalkeeper choice. Possible buy from Porto. The Porto side is definitely changing. So, that's probably when we'll see him leave in this January window, maybe this current window. We have to wait and see. I don't think Anana's a good fit. I know he's injured at the moment. I don't think he's a good fit at all. I think Bayendier's better as a sub-keeper than a starter. It's now going to be with Lenny Rowe. And Arsenal trophy, please. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what Arsenal can do, especially Gyökeres now. But we know Man U tries 250% against Arsenal and 20% against every other club, so anything could happen. I mean, anything could. Anything could. Especially since Sesko's not starting. Ahmed's not starting for United. Ugarte and Mainu aren't starting. There's a lot of players here that, aren't playing that I would have expected. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens. And your cousin's husband is a Spurs fan. Your cousin laughed at his face and you said sorry to him. Oh, that's unfortunate, I mean... I guess, Spurs should be happy about their 3-0 win against Burnley, opening this week. But, yeah, unfortunate with the PSG tie. They shouldn't have bottled that, Spurs. And Buemo takes a shot, caught by Raya. And Buemo looks very, looks like that. He actually looks insanely good. So we might have to watch out for him here in this match. He could actually be the player of the match currently just with the looks of things. And hope I'll get better in Super League. Yeah, hopefully. I did like playing it. It was just my first time, so we'll see. Card coming out here possibly by the referee. This is Simon Hooper, the referee, who is notoriously one of the bad ones, along with Anthony Taylor, and the others. That is going to be, just a foul there on, I think, Casemiro. Just played back quickly by Casemiro there. Now to Deli. Lenny Euro. Now passing it into Dallet. He's going to try and find a nice space there where Cunha is. It's going to be a free kick here for United. Foul by Zubamendi. And Man U's biggest advantage, no 9 hag. Yeah, that is a big advantage for them. And also, the new signings, not having 10 hags, weak squad. And no problem, Patrick. No problem. Michael Oliver. Yeah. The English referees are the worst, honestly. And the level shows how good... Oh, did I see the level? No, I did not see the level, Michael. 0-10 level is bad? Oh, so you get better over time, I see. I'll have to check it out next time we play that. Deep free kick's going to be taken here by Casemiro. Just passes that into Dorgo. He might take the shot from long range, and that just goes out. Terrible shot. It's going to be Raya taking a goal kick here. And if Oliver and Taylor had a child, he was 6. Okay. The Devils number there. Ruben Amorim has won 7 of 27 Premier League games as Man United head coach. Interesting fun fact right there. Again, not his fault. I do not think that's his fault. I do think that is the fault of Ten Hag. He had to deal with that atrocious squad last time. Getting a win here for United would be a fresh turn on the chapter. Getting a win here for Arsenal would, start asserting that dominance in the title race that they do need. They need a title this season. Otherwise, of course, I do think that Arteta will go at the end of the season if not a single trophy is won. So if it's the same as previous seasons, then, yeah, he's gone. Let's just see here. This might be a foul here by Saliba. Yeah, it just gets a foul there on Dorgu Saliba. It just goes in for the tackle. Steps on Dorgu's foot, and that is definitely a free kick for United. Arsenal already committing a ton of fouls here. Already, if we look at the statistics, they've committed 4 fouls. United's committed 0. They just play this one back here to Deli. And, hey, just a friendly question. What's my bank account details? My bank account details, you can find them by asking Mason Mount. He knows my bank account details, of course. And that is... And to help Dino Channel, give him the like and sub. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I choked on my words there. Exactly what you said there, CDF. It's going to be a corner for United. The first of the game. It's going to be taken by... Let's see who. 10 minutes in, by the way, already. That's crazy. Just about, anyway. Bruno's going to take it. Who did I expect? I thought maybe Cunha might have taken. Or Mbomo. And yes, Patrick. Oh, yeah, that's good. Again, that's kind of self-promoting, bro. So just try not to. But I did see your message. And deep cross caught by Raya. You did all W's, Michael. You did all W's. And United are playing way different with those new signings. They should be. They should be. And especially the coach can now finally implement his tactics that he needs to. He was really struggling last season, Amorim, to implement the tactics with, guys like Rashford. He loaned out guys like Garnacho, who are absolute, just... He's gone. Okay, he's gone. Guys like Sancho, who's loaned out again. Højlund, who can't finish for his life. There's a lot of poor players on this team, I've got to say, as well. I feel like... I don't think Mount's good. I don't know how he's starting. He somehow pulled his way into the team here. But, yeah, he's somehow starting this one. I don't think he's great. He was good. He's not anymore. Don't even know how he got the 7 number. I'm going to be real honest there. How did that guy pull that? And how old am I? I'm 18, Michael. I'm 18. Tomorrow's video, going to try and do the World Cup with Portugal. Okay, Patrick. Okay. And Bayendier just clears that one. It's going to be a throw in here for Arsenal. Just going to be taken by Ben White there. He's going to pass that one back. Yeah, he's going to pass that all the way to Saliba. Now with Gabriel, who's just come back from injury. 18, 272 years younger. Wow. Okay. Kelvin, space entity there. And thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Think Gyökeres was a slot in well. Yeah, I do think Gyökeres will have a good time with Arsenal. I think he's a very strong player. He just wins the ball back there for Zubimendi to play. Now it's Martinelli. Let's see how Martinelli will do. He just, completely loses the ball. It's going to be a throw in here for United, I think. No, it's not. It's a throw in for Arsenal. I thought he lost the ball there. I think Cunha cleared. It's going to be another throw-in for Arsenal. Dalot just preventing a corner. I should watch Blue Lock. Okay, maybe I'll see what that is. I don't know what that is. I guess I can try it out. And United now defending. They just give away the ball in the box. There might be a shot here from Odegaard. He's going to cross it in, and it's going to be a corner here for Arsenal. Brilliant defense from Dele. He just prevents Odegaard's cross. And, yeah, it's going to be a clear corner. So originally the ball was played by Calafiori inside. He does a nice little play over to Odegaard. Nice little switch up. United get confused in the box. Dorgu attempts a slide tackle, and that's when Dele steps in. It's going to be a corner. Let's see who's going to take this corner. I do assume Odegaard would take the corner for Arsenal, and it makes sense. This is their specialty, of course. So, I mean, scoring here wouldn't be a surprise. Let's see. Gabriel, of course, back. He's one of the main target men, I think. So let's have a look. See, I think Odegaard's taking this one. Here we go. And ball sent in deep. And he scores. Odegaard scores from the corner. And it's 1-0. Or it's just touched in barely by Calafiori. Wow. He almost scored an Olympiacos. I don't even think Calafiori needed to actually touch that one. Stolen goal, Calafiori robbing Odegaard. That is insane. It might have been offside here. It might be offside. Don't know what. Ben White's, their celebration was nothing. What the heck happened there? Arsenal celebrate by everyone coming together into a huddle and then Ben White explaining some tactics. Okay, that's a brilliant celebration there. It's called the tell the team what to do. So it's actually Rice who was about to score an Olympiacos. There needed to be no touch there. Let's have a look. Let's see. So Rice sends it in. It's an Olympiacos. I don't actually think Calafiori touched it before it crossed the line. Oh, he just barely does. It would have been going in there by Rice, so unfair for Rice. But W's Calafiori getting the goal. Brilliant. 1-0. And Arteta's looking happy there. 13 minutes in, already getting a goal at Old Trafford, of course, away. This is a big fixture that they need to, they need to start off the season strong, Arsenal. They need the wins here. And this just shows, again, to United that Bayindir letting in Olympiacos, like, let's be real, you shouldn't be letting those in as a goalkeeper. It should be a catch. It just shows that United need a goalkeeper, like, real bad. The rest of their team is looking actually a little bit better than last season, but a goalkeeper is needed. And it's from the corner, can't be offside. Yeah, exactly. Another set piece. And I think Arsenal will be second this season. I mean, good guess, Patrick. Good guess. Arsenal collecting corners like how Madrid collects Champions Leagues with the power of friendship. Exactly. They collect corner goals so easily, Arsenal. Surprised that Gyökeres didn't actually get to the end of that one. I would have thought he would be the new target man with Gabriel, but no, I guess not. What about Onana? Get that guy out of the conversation. That guy does not deserve to even be close to a conversation of a proper goalkeeper. Yeah, I do think Diogo Costa's needed for United to strengthen their squad. It's looking, imagine conceding from the corner, like from the actual corner, you're having Rice shoot in, and it's going in. I mean, Calafiori, if he didn't touch it, it was in anyway. I was on the, he touched it right on the line there. Euro. Now over to Dalot. Let's see if United can get back into this one quickly. That's a brilliant pass by Dalot onto the run of Bruno. This might be a foul here. Bruno's saying it is. And it's a free kick just outside the box. A foul by Zubimendi. It's right on the line there, actually. And Arsenal complaining, saying this is not a free kick. I mean, it is for sure. I don't know why, full bulk was used by Zubimendi to absolutely kill Bruno on a run there for goal. Let's have a look at this again. Yeah, he just goes and shoves him straight off the ball. And I always got sent by you in Super League. I mean, yeah, I did, Michael. Yeah. And Arsenal deserve third place for a humble, nice change. I mean, any position besides second would be crazy. What if you said Dino Onana here? I want to come on your live stream and ask you for some tips. What will I tell him? I'll tell him to retire. That's my first tip there. Yeah, he should retire, Onana. 100%. And no second is in a fourth. No second 4 times in a row. That's what you mean, Patrick? I mean, that would be silly. They need a result this season, I will say that. Poor Banana. Embuemo and Bruno getting ready to take this free kick. Let's see if they can score. Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar is less than Antony. Yeah, Antony's the absolute GOAT here. I think Bruno might take this one. Yeah, he does go for a shot there. Deflected off the wall. Unlucky. And Buemo's going to run for that just to make sure it doesn't go out. He's going to pass all the way back to Bayindir, who for some reason doesn't come out of the goal at all. Again, this shows the lack of quality from Bayindir. He should be positioning himself a little bit better. Arsenal, goodbye Arteta. Yeah, Arsenal trophy or goodbye Arteta. Exactly. That's what I do think will happen. Should Joe Gomez retire? Oh, he should retire? Is that what you're saying, Patrick? Because I think he was, he was average in the last game for Liverpool. I do think Liverpool need a new centre-back to be in that back line. What the heck just happened there? Shaw committing a foul on, I think that was Odegaard. Yeah, just slide tackles Odegaard. Possible, warning here. It really would be a yellow card late into the game. Yeah, that's a yellow card offence just late in the game. Arteta phase 15, trust the process. I don't know how you can improve the team more. I'm going to be real. Like, how do you improve this team more? You got a striker, you got wingers, you got an insane midfielder with Zubimendi, you got Odegaard as well and Rice to back that up. You got Ben White and right back, who's, very good in right back. You got 2 of the best defenders, and you got a good left back, Calafiori. So, yeah, I don't know. And you've got Raya as a goalkeeper and Kepa as the sub-goalkeeper. You actually got 2 full good goalkeepers right there. I'm actually surprised Kepa didn't go to United. I would have thought United should buy him. No excuses now from Arteta, to be honest. This team should be winning trophies. They should really be. Could have got CR7, I know. Could have got CR7 in Arsenal. What a sight that would have been. Add Antony to improve the team. I mean, they've got Saka. I don't know Maybe Anthony would start over Martinelli, I guess. Maybe Saka can play left wing since he used to play, that fullback slot, the left back. If the team doesn't win this year, barring half the team with injury, there is no excuse. Yeah, exactly. The fact as well that Spurs almost won against PSG, and Spurs clearly do have a worse squad than this current Arsenal side. So, yeah. And there's a good run on from United, just trying to find Mbeumo there. Bruno, it's going to be cleaned up by Saliba to David Raya. And this is where you can tell the goalkeeper difference here. Because Raya positioning is insanely good, bar that one time that we watched against Tottenham where they shot from halfway because he was, sitting up the field. But besides that, he's usually locked in the correct position most of the time, very frequently. And no Michael Oliver reffing. English or Spanish? I'm not going to answer that because I need to commentate. Maybe we'll do that in another stream there, Kelvin. I need to commentate this game, though. Dele just committing a foul there on Gyökeres. Gyökeres has the same hairstyle as me, by the way. Like, actually the same. If I do like that there, like that, there we go. Same hair as Gyökeres. Right, the exact same as him right now. There we go. And Martinelli just gives a nice Trivela pass over. It's a full open pitch here. I do think it's offside by Calafiori, and it is. It's counted as offside. And yeah, it's just offside there. Dele pulling the offside trap perfectly there for United, so Calafiori is counted. His offside would be in the second goal if it was onside. It's going to be now Bayendier. Passing out to Lenny Euro, who I do think is probably one of the best upcoming centre-backs for United. I do think he's actually good. They've, of course, got as well, the likes of Aiden Heaven. I think it was a good purchase from Arsenal. They've also got in that defence Harry Maguire, who I'm surprised is not starting. I am surprised that. This YouTuber Levy, people say Mikel Arteta's be your daddy, and the YouTuber got mad? What? Okay. Sure. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. If you got Pro, what name is going on the back? DinoDoomz? Probably, I'm not allowed DinoDoomz, I don't think, as my, name on the back. I don't think you're allowed to put, like, a fake name. I'd probably just put my real name on the back. But we'll see, maybe. Yeah, probably, if I could put DinoDoomz, that would be cool. That would actually be really cool. Calafiori just throws that back there to Saliba. Now Calafiori says who? Infantino? I don't know. I think it's just a rule in general. Based on clubs. We'll have to see, though. Or the league, I think. What is my real name? It's a secret, Kelvin. I've never said it on the stream, and I probably will never say it, at least at the moment. So, it's a secret for now. So now back to Calafiori. And he's running pretty far in field here, Calafiori. My guy is actually going, whirlwind at it today. He scored the goal. He's got his motivation, he needs. It's now going to be Odegaard now with the ball. Okay, a secret. Yeah, a secret's my name. It's going to be Saliba. Now back with Calafiori. Finds a through ball there to Gyökeres. And Gyökeres is just going to hold up some play there. Passes to Saka. That was good passing there from Gyökeres. Saka back to Ben White. So secret. Do I think Sexto will be bad at United? I don't think he will be bad. I think he'll be good. I think United's missing Sesko at the moment. I think, removing, first of all, Mount from the team, I think Sesko would start. Am I Oliver? No. And, you're not going to guess my name. I'm just going to say that right now. You are not going to guess it, no matter how hard you try. Twist, that is his actual name, and his parents called him. That would be the stupidest name of all time if that was the case. And why go to Academy of what? First of all, Vi, I saw your comment the other day, and I don't know if you read the reply, but, the reason I didn't watch the Barca match, and I'm going to say here, because I don't know if you read the comment, is because I have my own football training. So, I do prioritize myself, in training over, watching a match. So I'm just going to say that. So that's why I did not cover Barca, and I don't know what academy, you're talking about that's trash. I don't, go to a trash academy, so I don't know. And it's going to be now with Bayendir. Yeah, I will cover Barca games this season, though. I will cover Barca games. It's just that I was, again, busy, so, there's no need to be hateful. And this is now going to be pushed upfield here with Odegaard. There could be a chance for Odegaard to pass through to Gyökeres. He does not pass at all. Don't know why. Just passes it down the field there to Mbeumo there on the return. This is a good chance for United actually to go ahead. Mbeumo and Cunha. Mbeumo takes a shot and just misses. I think he needed to pass that a little bit more. I don't think that was the right case there. Do you know you can't play PS5 with a Kawasaki 2000, but you can with an actual PlayStation 5 controller? Oh, who would have thought, Kelvin? Who would have thought? Have I tried spicy food before? Yes, I've tried spicy food on numerous occasions. I saw that message, message, and threaten. Okay, yeah, you're getting... I'm sorry. We don't tolerate that size stuff on the channel there. Bye. And this is now going to be a corner for United. Again, don't know why I did wrong to offend you there, my guy. But, just let's keep it calm. And Mbeumo takes the free kick. And it's going to be back with United's defense. Now back on this game. And it's going to be now Mason Mount just cleaning this one up. Back to Bayendir. And that's going to be headed clear there from Calafiori. Just a little clearance down the field by Lenny Euro trying to find, of course, Mason Mount. It's now going to be with Ben White. And Arsenal have retained their shape. And I actually like, just going back on the spicy food thing, I actually like spicy food, Patrick. So, yeah. I don't know about you. I do, personally. That's going to be a pass from Ben White into Saka. Passing it over now to Martinelli. And that's going to be a shot. It's a terrible shot by Martinelli. Catch by Bayendir. And is my favorite color red? My favorite color is blue, Patrick. It's blue. Did nothing. Every stream he's attacking someone. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's why I don't get. Like, all he said, he was like going straight full out attack on the comment section in one of the streams. It's like, bro, I had, I couldn't watch the Barca game because I had my own training and I wasn't hating on Barca, and then bringing up Messi. So it's actually disrespecting Messi fans, really, because, if you bring up Messi in those sorts of situations, then it just means, that you really are just putting a bad name on for them. And, yeah, always be kind of respectful to you guys. I wouldn't try and hurt you guys on purpose. Yeah, exactly. Did I know that you can't scrape your knee with molten lava from Sweden, but you can with a metal pipe? I mean, yeah, I did kind of know that. Because molten lava is a liquid, so actually maybe you can. Maybe you can. It's not the full, it's more viscous of a liquid. It's got like maybe rock particles in it, so maybe you can technically. Cunha does do it, and Mbeumo does a touch offside. He passes it over to Dalot, who's just overlapped. He's barely offside there. That was lucky for, that little marking there from Arsenal's defense just to keep, Dalot offside. Sesko is in the bench today. I am surprised he's not starting. I would have thought he would have started this game. It's kind of an odd choice here, really. I would have expected, if I had to pick a lineup here for this game for United, I think Arsenal's lineup's fine. If I had to pick a United lineup, I would have picked Bayendir. I would have picked in the defense there, Euro, Dele, and Aiden Heaven, or maybe Maguire, just based on, if you want some quality in that defense, Maguire's got that, reputation to hold up the defense. Also header threats. For the midfield, I would put, Dorgu, though maybe I would put Amadon instead. I might have actually put Cunha in the left mid slot. I put Bruno, Casemiro. Then I would put Dalot in the right mid. Then I would put, Ahmed up there with Mbeumo and Sesko as a striker. I would have thought that might have been a better, selection there for United. But, yeah, interesting that they didn't go for that and they put on, Mount and Shaw. That is a really odd choice, again. And did I know that there's more of a chance of Spurs winning a sextuple than you taking a shower? Okay. And what if 4 million people show up? They want to take a picture with me. I'll try and take a picture with as many as possible. It would be kind of hard because, 4 million people would really, crowd a place, probably, cause some public service problems, but I'll try. Maybe form everyone to a line, go for 2 days straight, taking photos. And Gyökeres trying to collect that, goes straight out there. It's actually Odegaard. Odegaard and Gyökeres having the same hairstyle today. And Martinelli, again, poor cross. Arteta does not look happy with that one. Did you know Roblox banned a person who protected children on the platform? That's weird. Okay. I'm not going to get into because I know there's controversy with it. I'm not going to get into the weird stuff with that game. All I'm saying is just stay safe online when you're playing with me. And, I won't be, telling you to go into a private server to give me money or whatever. So I'm just saying that now for impersonators. There's a shot, just hits the crossbar there, or the post, should I say, by Dorgu. Oh my goodness. Wow. Brilliant shot. Came out of absolute nowhere there. He's miles open. Where the heck is Ben White? Not marking the right side there at all, are you, Ben? You just let Dorgu take the shot from absolute nowhere. He sends that. Luckily, White, is saved by the fact that it hits the post, because that literally was almost going in by Dorgu there. That is insane. Almost 1-1. Ben White literally should have been in position there. He was really tempting, United to score. And that would have been real embarrassing for him, because I was just saying how he's one of the best right-backs currently in the Prem. A better right-back wouldn't be doing that. All I'm going to say right now is that a right-back shouldn't be doing that sort of stuff. And again, here, a left-back problem. Calafiori just leaving the whole left side open for him, right side for United. Now Dalot with the ball. After a pass from Mbeumo, he tries to find some space with Cunha, and that's going to be cleared away by Arsenal there. Hopefully, he shouldn't make the same mistake twice. He usually is very hard-working. Yeah, I mean, they've made a mistake now. Both fullbacks here have left the whole field open so that, Mbeumo or Dorgu or Cunha can just run down the field, find easy space, and then take the shot. So, again, this is kind of, bad positioning. I don't know if it's Arteta's tactics or if it's just them having, a brain fade. This is very bad positioning. You shouldn't be doing that against maybe a better team than... United, maybe someone like Real Madrid, PSG shouldn't be doing against those because you'll be punished. Especially if this was Real Madrid. Like, I know if, Arsenal's bet them, right, twice. But, if Real Madrid were playing with their wingers style play in this game, pace would have got the best of Arsenal there. Yeah, 100% mistakes happen. It's not a problem. Just, he's lucky that didn't go in. That was very close. It hit the inner post there. Little 1-2 passing from Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. He just gives the ball away, Shaw, because he should not be starting in the game. And now it's going to be Gyökeres passing it over there to Odegaard. Takes the cross. Martinelli hits it with the scissor, but he misses. Just unlucky there. Trying to replicate Richarlison from the previous game for Tottenham against Burnley. It was actually the same style of passing, crossing, and Cunha somehow through the entire Arsenal defense. He takes the shot. That was a very bad shot. He got through the whole of Arsenal's defense in one go. He literally just did one flick up past all of them, ran straight past all, and then he takes that weak shot. Should have been a finish there of quality. Saw a bot in Roblox, Ronaldo and Messi, and the Ronaldo's saying Ronaldo's better, and Messi saying Messi is better. 5 Ronaldos, 5 Messis. And how many people are watching? Again, Vasco, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just, here to commentate on the game. So it can be one person, it can be 100 people. The people that are watching doesn't matter. And also YouTube's watch counters glitch. So, never take that for granted, for seriousness. And there's a deep cross there by Odegaard. That's an easy catcher, Bayendier. You think we're seeing much difference in Man U? Yeah, 100%. 100%, this is different gameplay. Yeah, I can see Cunha and Mbeumo look so much better than the rest of the team. Like, it's actually crazy. Cunha should have finished that, though. He's unlucky. You maybe should have actually passed over to Dorgu. Dorgu's locking in this game as well. Bayendier. And that's a good pass there from Bayendier to Bruno Fernandes. And a nice little lofted by Bruno to Bryan Mbeumo. And now it's going to be with Cunha. He takes the shot from long range and caught by David Raya, really good watch-along streamer. You deserve more views. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you. I mean, I don't mind. There's some games work, some games don't. It's just the part of YouTube, you know? And that's why, you know, we try and cover a different variety of games on the channel, just so, you know, we can make everyone happy, and also we can, you know, get the best out of the watch-alongs. Raya sends the ball deep. Also, if I'm looking down, again, because I'm using my phone, that's why I'm looking down so low for this one. I'll try and look up when I'm talking, though. Mind banning Vi? Yeah, I banned Vi, don't worry. Yes, it's done. Yeah, I know he was being rude to some people on the channel and to myself, so, you know, we don't tolerate that kind of behavior. Saka gives a cross and headed away by Shaw. And that's going to be another just kick up into space there from Ben White. Now it's going to be back with Saliba. Or you could special guest in commentating on TV one day with all my experience. Yeah, maybe, you know. That could be a path to go through. Odegaard might take the shot, and it's saved by Bayendier. That was a good shot by Odegaard. I'm impressed by the quality of that one. Lucky that Bayendier actually saved that, because that was a dipping, you know, it's almost like a knuckleball there by Odegaard. It was a deflection by Casemiro. That's why it did that weird dip. Because he is commentating in videos. Oh, I think he's saying ban. Oh. I think he's banned. I banned him. He's banned from the channel. Yeah. I don't think he's not banned. It doesn't matter anyway. I'll deal with it after. We shouldn't be giving people with negativity attention, you know? This is now going to be Rice, Zubimendi. And Zubimendi now over to Saliba, who kind of overlapped in deep there. There's a good pass, I guess, to Gyökeres. I don't know who did that pass, but it was it was offside. Gyökeres just standing offside there. Love how he copies my hairstyle as well. That's, you know, a real good treat there, Gyökeres. Thank you for having such a, you know, nice trim. And thank you, Yas. Appreciate that nice comment. There we go. See? Gyökeres' hairstyle. Had to just fix it up. I saw it was messed up from before. And this is now going to be with Dorgu. Now with Deli. And Delete back to Bayendier. It's similar, it is? Okay. Just making sure. And Delete to Casemiro, back to Bayendier. And Bayendier's going to pass in there. Nice little one-touch play from, I think that was Delete, giving that pass to Lenny Euro. Euro running up on this right wing side. Dalit's up ahead of him. Let's see what Euro does. Might pass into Embuemo. We'll have to see. Now he passes back there nice and calmly to Casemiro. Now over to Luke Shaw. And deep cross there by Shaw to Dalit. That was actually a good play by Shaw. First of many. First of little, should I say, actually. And now this is going to be Arsenal running out on the counter here. It's going to be Gyökeres. What is that pace from Gyökeres? Insane pace. And then he does an insanely bad finish pass there to Martinelli. Should have been better, but insane pace. Oh, it was actually Odegaard. Again, why is Odegaard and Gyökeres look so much like the same? What is that? It's actually crazy how similar they look. I need to remember Gyökeres is number 14, not 9 anymore. So, you know, we have to see. And yes or no? What do you mean yes or no, Kelvin? I think maybe your other comment didn't send with that or something. I don't know. How many goals do I think for Gyökeres and UCL and Prem this season? I don't think as many as last time. By the way, man, you just got the ball here in the box, so let's quickly commentate on this, and I'll say, this is now going to be with Bruno. He takes a shot, and it's going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle in the box, and it's cleared away by Arsenal, and free kick for Arsenal there, just a foul by Leniero. So, you'll be back, Patrick. No problem. No problem. See you in 20 minutes, bro. And, yeah, so how many goals for Gyökeres and UCL and Prem? So, last season he had a lot. He had the most goals scored, I think, in all competitions. But, of course, he lost the golden boot to Mbappe because of, the goal ratio calculator. I think maybe you can get about 20, 23 in the league. It's the first season in the league, and then maybe in the UCL 5 or 6. I don't know. We'll have to see. Man, you're playing good football. Yes, they are, Sherry, for sure. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And yeah, they're playing good football. They're definitely playing better than before, and that's what you like to see. You like to see Man United come back because I feel like they deserve. They've had the clowning for a long time now. Ten Hag's gone. Amarim deserves something good, and honestly, yeah, this is what you need to see from this club. And what's my dream career path in football? I guess maybe, becoming a professional, playing, for my favorite clubs, and then tell me if Nasser versus Real Madrid, who will cheer the most. I'd probably support. I'll be neutral for that game. I can be honest there. I'd probably be neutral. Probably maybe Nasser since it's local and Ronaldo's there and everything. But though I love Real Madrid, I've been supporting them for longer. So I guess Real Madrid, But yeah, I don't know. I can't pick. But yeah, dream career path would probably be winning a couple of, titles with my favorite clubs. And just, being a recognizable footballer, I feel like just being someone that you go and say, oh, that guy's like, top 50 of all time. Have to be neutral. You support Real Madrid because of Ronaldo. Yeah, I have to be neutral. I agree. I think I would have to. Dorgu clears the ball out. It's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal did score their first goal on the corner. Could score a second one here. Definitely the first goal was due to the goalkeeper. That is 100% why that goal was conceded. Bayendia needs to be removed from the club, play as a sub-keeper again, and they need to remove Onana because that guy is an absolute joke. And then play, Diogo Costa instead. No offense to Onana, by the way. You just need to, improve your game severely. You used to be good at Inter. And then you messed up when, I feel like as soon as Ten Hag bought you, you messed up. Saka. Deep cross and cleared away by Arsenal. And there's a shot by Odegaard just outside the box. Another volley shot, and that time it's missed. Ben White gone for the volley there on the third attempt. You like Madrid, you're asking from your youth club to star club, where I'll go. So probably youth club, I'll go to my current academy. Then I'll go to Al Nassr youth club because, I'm already technically, I'm not a youth player anymore. I'm 18. So, it's kind of not youth. Go to Al Nassr, break into the first team, get recognized, get signed by, maybe a Prem club, maybe, one of those lower down Prem clubs, middle Prem club, actually. Aston Villa, Newcastle, one of those types of clubs could sign me. And then I, of course, impress there. Move to Real in my prime, get a lot of trophies there. And then in retirement, probably come back to Al Nassr, enjoy my time there, and retire. Ten Hag literally messed everything up. Yeah, he did. He did, for sure. Calafiori, yellow card, coming out. Just foul there on Embuemo. It's going to be a deep free kick here for United. It looks like Euro will be taking this one. Here we go. Also, I heard Palace was robbed in their game, by the way, against Chelsea. I don't know the credibility of that, but I did hear it. There's a little header there by Saliba to clear the ball. And now it's going to be just kicked down the field by Gabriel unsuccessfully because Dorgu's now on the ball on the left wing here. He's going to cross that with a horrendous cross. I couldn't even say a cross in. That was terrible. And the fact that even Man United supporters started to believe that Ronaldo was the problem is just crazy. I know, insane. Insane. The fact that that guy, Ronaldo, was, performing as well as he did at, 37 in the Prem. And then he's been told he's a problem. He's the only one performing for the team. Got to be real. The rest of the team's dead. The problem was the coach. The coach was not helping the team with synergy or anything. Goofy ball Ten Hag. He actually was making Ronaldo and Bruno have a, problem with each other as well. It's now fixed, which is good because when they're playing, as one, I feel like they're, a very unstoppable duo in football. There's a shot from United there, just missing Mason Mount, and it's going to be cleared away by Saliba. And yeah, Mount really should have finished that one. Again, don't know how bro inherited the number 7 with these poor shooting skills, but we'll have to see. Maybe if he gets a goal, redeeming the negativity I've said on him. Delhi. Lenny Euro. Now over to Dalit. Back to Euro. Would I prefer a Ballon d'Or, EPL Championship, or UCL Champion? I think UCL. I do think UCL. I think Ballon d'Or, I do agree with Ronaldo. It's severely, a lot of players are saying it now too. A lot of players are saying that thing does not, that trophy does not really have the best credibility anymore. It used to. It definitely doesn't anymore. They'll sub in Sesko at the 70th, you think? I think 55th. I think it's going to be the 55th or 60th. Maybe a little bit earlier. Or Club World Cup, Champions League. 100% all day, any day would be for me. And welcome back, Michael. Hope you're doing good. Mount missing a header. Caught by Raya. You play in Ajax, get some youth experience, then go to Dortmund to get like the top 5 league experience and experience bit of UCL, then to Madrid and retire in the favelas Brazil like Flamengo. That's a good career path, yes. This is actually a very nice career path. I mean, obviously I was picking, the clubs local to me. That's why I was picking, Al Nassr or, Qadsiya, Etifak as my youth experience. I do think Nassr would have an advantage. You train with Ronaldo, you get better. You train with, players like Kingsley Coman as well now, Inigo Martinez, Simakun, Mane. You train with all of those types of guys, and then you go to the club that you desire. But, yeah, definitely for actual youth development, not just, new emerging clubs in terms of developing youth, Ajax would be a good choice. So, yeah, maybe even starting at Dortmund maybe and then going to Ajax. That could also be an option. And there's a sneaky little pass out to Gyökeres there from Odegaard. What will Gyökeres do? He crosses it in, and it goes absolutely nowhere, and that is going to be most likely halftime. Gyökeres does an insanely poor cross. It's a dream to play with Ronaldo. Yeah, I think it's a dream for anyone, to be honest. Sesko won't play for... He won't play, or for like 10 minutes max. Yeah, I think also because, it might be, a Gyökeres situation here with Sesko. Remember in Gyökeres' debut against Tottenham, how he played barely any time. He played for like 5 minutes. I think it's going to be the same thing here. Sesko's going to play like 5 minutes maybe. Though I do hope he comes on the 55th. That's what I was saying. I was thinking maybe they do need him. That's the case. And that's halftime. Calafiori, the goal scorer. Technically, Declan Rice did score from the corner, but, Calafiori tapped it in as it went over the line. Yeah, for sure. The brilliant first half there. I'm going to reset the timer as well. There we go. You'd like to just speak to Ronaldo or shake his hand? Same. I think so many people would love to do that, and that'd be a dream, So let's have a look here at the stats for halftime. Or shake his foot. 56% ball possession for Manchester United, 44% for Arsenal. Wow. United, 11 shots, 5 on target. Arsenal, 5 shots, 3 on target. So United's dominating. I got to say, 176 accurate passes, 83% accuracy. Arsenal, 128 accurate passes, 80% accuracy. Hello, Fiona. Welcome to the stream. Or what was the name you told me to call you? Please write it again in the chat, please. I'm sorry that I forgot it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'll call you it from now on. Yes. Okay. Welcome, Haz, to the stream. I was panicking there. I didn't want to, be rude. 4 fouls committed to United. 8 fouls committed by Arsenal. 2 corners each. Didn't Ajax win 3 CLs in a row? Yes, they did. I think Netherlands would be nice. Yeah, Netherlands would be good. Cool. I live in Netherlands, so you go to Ajax Academy under 14s. Oh, I see. Well, that's actually amazing. I love that. You go to Ajax Academy. That is so cool. I wish I could go to academy like that. Not anymore. Maybe like a team now. I would have to, not an academy. And yeah, hopefully Al Nassr. Hopefully. How's Man United not winning? I don't know. 11 shots, 5 on target. I mean, Arsenal did, score that brilliant goal. I think it's mainly Declan Rice, the tap in from Calafiori. I'm not really going to count that. I think it's still Declan Rice's goal there because Arsenal's goated. I think it's a keeper problem. It is a keeper problem for sure. Bayendier should be saving those corners all day, every day, not letting a ball from the corner almost go in. It was going to go in if Calafiori hadn't headed it. So, yeah. And And what? Vay's back with his second account. Is that you, Ashes? Are you Vay's, or is Vay's a different person? I don't know. I'm getting confused now. What? And yeah, he hit the post there, Dorgu. Yeah. Who's winning the PL? I don't know. Have to check the... Let me check the table here. So currently, City on top with 4 goal difference, 3 points. They're going to verse Tottenham next. That'll be an interesting match, I think. Sunderland, plus 3 goal difference, 3 points. Tottenham Hotspurs, plus 3 goal difference, 3 points. Liverpool, plus 2 goal difference, 3 points. Nottingham Forest, plus 2 goal difference, 3 points. Why am I, throttling how I'm saying stuff here? Arsenal currently on a plus 1 goal difference with 3 points against Leeds next. I do think that Sunderland's going to probably finish in the 17 to 10 bracket. Maybe if I'm being optimistic here. Because I think that they have, they've just signed Mukiele from PSG. That is a good signing, strengthening that defense. They're getting so many players with that Job money, The Job and promotion money is actually insane how that much they're getting from that. Welcome back, Patrick, by the way. Tottenham, I don't think is going to win, for sure. City, I don't think is going to win. Liverpool might. Forest, don't think they're going to win. Arsenal might. Brighton's not going to win. Fulham's not going to win. Aston Villa's not going to win. We have to score in second. Yeah, you have to. Definitely, United's going to have to score in the second half if they want to, show this quality with the new team. They need a keeper. They need a centre-back, though, 100%. Not too high, though, Sunderland. They should focus on no relegation. Yeah, I mean, though, when you think about it, though, the whole team's different. The whole team is like you're just getting players of, proven quality from different leagues and putting them together in this team. That's why I really like their project. I'm actually attracted to their project. I think it's going to be a good one. Chelsea can win the league. And you have 100 accounts. And, yeah, well, I can just keep on banning you forever, Vi. So, thank you. Yeah. Goodbye. Every time you come on here with a new account, it'll just be another ban. So, I mean, I can do this all day. I'm awake 24/7. And, yeah. I didn't want to have to do it. I didn't want to have to ban someone. But, I mean, when someone's disrespectful like that to, not just me, but to other people in the chat and also in the comments, it's not, acceptable. And this is, let's see as well who else we got here. Yeah, halftime now. Exactly, Michael. I think Everton cannot win 100%. Focus on not getting relegated. Newcastle might. I don't know. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be between Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. I do think, and maybe City. Maybe. I think City's not going to come first. I feel like they're going to come either second or third this time around. Again, I think they need some time with this new squad to develop. Don't say it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Haz. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah. What else can we check here while we wait? In terms of like head-to-head statistics, 14 wins from United, 13 from Arsenal of all time, 9 draws between both. Their next match is going to be in 2026, January 24th. It's one of the opening matches of the second half of the season as well. City will be better than last year, so I think top 4. Yeah, I do think top 4. City, Liverpool, you think maybe Arsenal. Yeah. I think Chelsea, very underestimated Chelsea. I think that with this Club World Cup performance that they had, I don't think it was a fluke performance. I think they were genuinely insanely good. They did draw, though, their opening game to Palace, who were robbed. So, that kind of shows something there. First game that Pedro hasn't scored in, I think, as well. Who's played next to United? Let's check. Who do we play next? Fixtures. It's going to be Fulham away. So Fulham away, then it'll be Grimsby for the EFL Cup on Wednesday, August 27th. Fulham's at Sunday, August 24th. And then it's going to be United. So United's actually got a pretty, easy set first 3 fixtures here after Arsenal. Then they verse, it's the Manchester Derby on Sunday, September 14th. Yeah, it might be. I don't think it's going to be. I think this team is, unlucky to not be, scoring here at the moment. That's what I will say. I do think that United, if they get a goalkeeper, I think they can push up for the top 6, top 5. I actually am, pretty optimistic about that. Just by the fact that how they're playing here is so much different. It is so much different. And do I watch Match of the Day? No, I don't, Patrick. I don't watch much stuff. I don't. Lord Nicholas Jackson is gone. You don't think they'll win now? Yeah, I mean, Nicholas Jackson might have been carrying, honestly. Ever since he left Chelsea, like, bad stuff's happened. Arsenal being dirty. I mean, yeah, if we take a look here quickly at the, the foul ratio here. Arsenal 8 fouls, United 4. Yeah. It's football. Yeah, I mean, all I watch is live games, or that's about it. I play FC outside my spare time, occasionally watch the Sidemen, because I like those guys. They're actually, some of my inspirations. And probably jealous that you're going on a successful path while he can't do what he wants. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yes, to be honest. It's okay. We don't, the more we speak about them, the more the tension they get, When is the Madrid match? The Madrid match, I think, is not tomorrow. It's the next day. It's going to be on Tuesday, August 19th, the same day as Al Nassr. So we got Al Nassr and Real Madrid on the same day. We got Al Nassr versus Etihad in the Super Cup. And then we got Real Madrid versus Osasuna, opening La Liga game. And yeah, that's going to be at 10 p.m. GMT plus 3. Al Nassr's at 3 p.m. GMT plus 3. So that would be cool, covering both of those matches on the same day. Always like to see it. What right back do I prefer for Arsenal, since they really need one? It's like with Nassr, I don't really know a right back of quality that maybe could go there. Hakimi? Would Hakimi go to Arsenal? I don't know. Would Hakimi go to Arsenal? I don't know. I don't know many, fullbacks of, quality that Arsenal need. I think Lewis Skelly, I'm surprised he's not starting. I think Ben White's okay. I do think Ben White's, kind of class. I was saying he was one of the most class fullbacks in the Prem currently, but I think Lewis Skelly should have been maybe playing this game instead of Calafiori. Don't know why he's not starting in this one, Lewis Skelly. Mosquera, can he play right back? This is crazy, but I think if we play like this, we might win the league. That's very optimistic. That is optimistic, as always, We love to see optimism here. And, okay. Okay. No comment. No comment. I belief is the biggest, belief's the biggest motivator. I will say that. Do I think both Marmoush and Haaland get game time in City since both are world-class? Do you think one of them should leave? I'm surprised Haaland extended his contract that far. I'm going to be real serious. I really did think he was going to go to a different club and a different league after, his spell for City might have ended this year. I think Marmoush is better than Haaland in terms of versatility. Haaland's better as a striker, but Marmoush is just so versatile. You really like Mickey van de Ven. I think Madrid should buy him. His work rate is insane. Yes, it is. I actually, my centre-backs that I thought would be a good idea for Madrid would have been Renato Vega. I think he's brilliant. And I also think, Van de Ven, I agree with you. He's very good as well. I don't think Saliba is a good option for Madrid to get. I don't think as well Kanate is a good option either. I think Kanate's not got the pace. Saliba makes so many mistakes. That's why Saliba... Gabriel over Saliba, that argument, I think Gabriel's extremely underrated compared to Saliba. I do prefer Gabriel over Saliba. I actually think Gabriel's better. I think he headers better. I think Saliba makes a lot of mistakes. We saw in that Real Madrid matchup, he made quite a few. And yeah, I do think Gabriel's that very locked-in guy, locks in the defense. He's he's kind of like Rudiger, but if he was more, locked in. Who do I think's winning the Golden Boot? Mbappe. I'm going with my boy Mbappe. I don't think that Ronaldo can win it this season. I know he won it for one of the years. He didn't win the Golden Boot. He won I forgot what it's called. It's like the top scorer of the year award. But I don't know if he can win it this season just because there's so much attacking options in Al Nassr. Though maybe, that we have to check what the goal coefficient is for the Saudi Pro League. So how Mbappe is 1.5 goals or something per goal. I don't know what it is for Saudi Pro League. I think it's low. I think it's 0.5 or 0.2. So he's going to have to score a lot. They need Sergio-like defender, leader, and aggressive. Yeah. I think Gabriel's that type of defender, to be honest. What about in Prem? In Prem specifically, I think... Who would I pick? Not... Maybe Chris Wood. I think Wood. I'm actually going to do an underrated option here. I think Wood might win the Golden Boot. He already scored 2 goals today for Forest. He might just be that Golden Boot winner. Haaland, yeah, good shout. I think Haaland, though, sometimes does, you know, I feel like sometimes he gets injured quite a fair bit in the crucial parts of the season. Don't know. I think Wood's underrated severely just because of... I'm not just picking him because I'm part New Zealander. But, yeah, I mean, that would be crazy, Wood getting the Golden Boot. He was close to it last season. The Chelsea midfielder, you mean Cole Palmer? Yeah, maybe Cole Palmer. Alanga? Yeah, Alanga as well is a good shout as well. Did I miss some comments as well before? And you support Arsenal? Yes. Okay, I see. And you're getting angry with second place at this point. Let them finish third place. Finishing a different position besides second is going to be any Arsenal supporter's dream. You know, maybe they should just throw this game on purpose. You know, maybe they should just throw, you know, sitting 20th for the whole season, then maybe win a couple at the end, just get up to, you know, 10th. Definitely. Then it's a different, you know, number than 2. You know, as they say, second is just first place loser. No, I do think Arsenal have quality for this season, though, to push to the first place. You'll take 10th over another second. That's funny. You think 22nd. Wait, 22nd? Wait, what do you mean 22nd has... Madrid need a tempo-controlling midfield similar to Kroos. They have creative and aggressive. They just need somebody to dictate the tempo. That's why Tony leaving was the worst mistake for Madrid to let him go. 22 goals for Chris Wood. Yeah, that would be I think that's a good estimate there. I was thinking 22, 23, 24, around there as well. But yeah, back onto that midfield. 100%. A tempo-dictating midfielder is needed. Valverde is not really that. He's more of a passing midfielder. He takes shots. He's more of an AM, if anything. I know he comes back and defends. But I feel like he's more natural in the attacking midfield. He's very good at defending, though, and in right back as well when he plays there. But I feel like he's more of an attacking one. Trying to think. To be honest, I would have thought Job to Real Madrid would have been a good shout. Job, I feel like, plays DM. I do think he doesn't play really an AM position. I think he's more of a DM midfielder. I saw him in that, you know, the Club World Cup with Dortmund. He looked brilliant. And then his link up with his brother, that would be crazy to see. Job Jude link up. Second half about to start here, by the way, guys. United's going to be doing the kickoff. Old Trafford, and there we go. That's the kickoff there. And done deep there by Euro. It's going to be headed all the way back by Arsenal Saliba, now back into the defense for Delhi. You give everything to make sure your captain Valverde wins the match. Yeah, exactly. If my captain was Valverde, I would do anything for him. And who do I think is winning the Ballon d'Or this season? 100% Dembele. There's no doubt about it now. I would have liked to see Nuno Mendes win it, though, because personally I do like him more. I also like Nuno Mendes' style of play as a left back. So, yeah, 100%. I would have picked, if I was, you know, in the vote for Ballon d'Or, I would have picked Nuno Mendes, but a defender is going to have a real hard time winning it. Messi will win Ballon d'Or for beating his uncle in one verse. Why? Or Yamal. I don't think Yamal's going to... I mean, the only reason I don't think so is because I don't think he actually deserved it. I don't think he deserves the Ballon d'Or. Yamamoto. I think, though, that he definitely will be up there in second, most likely, because, as we know, the Ballon d'Or makes the wildest decisions I've ever seen in my life. So, you know, who knows? He could win it from an absolute fluke of nature. Anyone could win it there. Pedri could win it for all I know, you know. Someone, Delete could win it. That's how wild their picks are for the Ballon d'Or lately. No problem. I can see, you know, sometimes as well, when I'm typing stuff like on here, the autocorrect always like miscorrects what I'm writing. So yeah, I understand. Totally has. No problem. Raya just controlling the ball there as it was sent down by United's defense. Raya just holding up play, and Buemo's going to pressure. Now passing into the likes there of Saliba, Gabriel, Raya. Raya very risky at the moment with his touching out of the box there. Yoker is trying to find the ball. Deli does win a free kick. Yeah, Yoker is just fouling him. And what are you talking about? The Chelsea midfielder, Caicedo? I think he's talking about Cole Palmer. Maybe, I don't know. Cole Palmer's usually up there on the top scoring charts, though. Dorgu. And that's a nice little tackle there from... was that Zubamendi down in the mid defense? I think it was. Zubamendi down that defense there, doing a good number. And now it's going to be with United. Just a quick throw in there from Dorgu. Now back to Deli. And now Bruno over into the defense of Deli. Now with Euro. No substitutes, by the way, from the first half. Everyone's still the same. And deep ball there, trying to find Dorgu on the left wing. There we go. And he's going to pass into Luke Shaw. Let's see what Shaw does. He's going to sprint in past to Dorgu. Dorgu to Shaw. And Shaw gives a ground cross. Bruno takes a shot. It's deflected away. Bruno trying to pass that into Mbeumo is a bad pass. Or it might be Mount there that actually does the pass. It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, it wasn't the best pass there by Mason Mount. Looked like Bruno for a second. Kai Havertz is going to be warming up here, it looks like. So he's going to be coming on for Arsenal in a second. Maybe replacing Martinelli or Gyökeres. We'll have to see. Where's my brother? He's actually at football training. He goes to a different academy than me. He goes to, a more advanced academy than myself. But yeah, he lag.